Okay, this is She That Exists with She That Exists, her story channel. And this is going to be a really quick video. And I want everybody to buy this book. Okay, it's called Dumbing Us Down, The Hidden Curriculum of Compulsory Schooling by John Taylor Gatto. Strong words from the New York State Teacher of the Year. Now, I'm not going to do a long reading on this. However, I do want to point out something very important in this book on page 19. Okay, and if a New York State Teacher of the Year is stating this in the year, oh, look, I have the signed copy. He actually signed my book. Okay, so when was this published? 1992. This was copywritten and published in 1992. And if a New York State teacher is saying this in 1992, and here we are in 2023, okay, it's time for us to listen. It's time for us to pay attention. It's time for us to wisen up. And it's time for us to really focus on getting our generations back, on getting our lives back, on healing our lineage and protecting our children and our family tree. Page 19. It's right here. I have it highlighted. Page 19. He says, all the peripheral tendencies of childhood are nourished and magnified to a grotesque extent by schooling, which, through its hidden curriculum, pay attention to that word, hidden curriculum, prevents effective personality development. Okay, he's saying right there that the hidden curriculum in the school system is preventing the effectiveness of the development of our children. He goes on and he says, indeed, without exploiting the fearfulness, the selfishness, and inexperience of children, our schools could not survive at all. He flat out says that without exploiting our children, that the school system would not even be able to survive. They are exploiting our children. It's right here in the book. And stop calling your children kids, because kids are what? Goats. And I've said this on all my social media pages. I've said this over and over and over again to educate those who are actually wanting to listen and to pay attention, to seek wisdom, to know the truth, and to learn. What is a kid? A kid is a goat, okay? And what is a goat? Something for stock, for sell, for trafficking, and for trade, to profit off of. This is not why God, Creator, Almighty Yah, ordained family as the original jurisdiction, man, woman, and child, for our children to be turned into kids and treated as goats for stock, market, traffic, trade, and profit. Okay? He says, no common school that actually dared to teach the use of critical thinking tools like the dialectic, the I don't know how to say this word, heuristic, and other devices that free minds should employ would last very long before being torn to pieces. Then he says this, school has become the replacement for church in our secular society. And like church, it requires that its teachings must be taken on faith. And then here's the power sentence that I want everybody to pay attention and listen to, who's actually searching for truth, who actually wants to restore their lives, who actually want to restore their lineage, who actually wants to take power and authority back over their lives for the original jurisdiction that Creator Almighty Yah created, the original jurisdiction of family, man, woman, and child. He says, it is time that we squarely face the fact, we squarely face the fact that institutional school teaching is destructive to children. I'll say it again. It is time that we squarely face the fact that institutional school teaching is destructive to children. Now, if you love your children and you honor your life and you honor your life as sacred and you love your children, you're going to pay attention to what I said. If you love your children. You're going to pay attention to what I just said. It is time that we squarely face the fact that institutional school teaching is destructive to children. Right here, published 30 years ago. 30 years ago. And it's not something that we have looked in the eye and faced as society, as a nations with United States corporation, exploiting and profiting off of our children, the most innocent ones in society, and off of God, Creator Almighty Yah's original jurisdiction, man, woman, and child. This is She That Exists with She That Exists, her story channel. Go to http://daughtersofvietnamveterans.com. That's my sister company business. And then you can also email SheThatExists@gmail.com. I offer spiritual counseling, coaching, any type of creative sessions, anything having to do with creative homeschooling, any type of wisdom, counseling, advising. We have to take our lives back. We have to take our lives back, and we have to love and honor ourselves. We have to love and honor our children. We have to love and honor what Creator Almighty created for us in our lives. And we can no longer allow our children to be destroyed and exploited. It's right here in this book. I'll highlight more that needs to be mentioned and more of the PowerPoints. However, right there should be enough to awaken your soul, to awaken you to go, oh my God, I must start protecting my children. So this is She That Exists with She That Exists, her story channel. And as always, I'll be back until next time. Until next time.